All right, folks, our last story. China just pulled off one of the most devastating cyber espionage operations in modern history. And the worst part, we basically handed them the keys. So, for 4 entire years, Chinese state sponsored hackers had complete access to US and UK telecommunications wiretapping systems. Not just any wiretapping systems, the exact ones that law enforcement and intelligence agencies use to monitor criminals, terrorists, and foreign spies. The hacking group known as Salt Typhoon in the cybersecurity community didn't need some sophisticated zero-day exploit to pull this off. They didn't use advanced malware or social engineering either. They just simply used the government-mandated backdoors that politicians have been insisting we need for the good guys. Turns out backdoors actually don't care who used them. And they're just doors. And China just walked straight through it, right? Here's the terrifying scope of what they could see. Every single phone call that law enforcement was actively monitoring, text messages, real-time location tracking data. But the absolute worst part, they could see exactly which Chinese operatives and suspected spies were under FBI surveillance. So think about the implications of that for a second. The FBI is running a counterintelligence operation trying to catch Chinese spies operating in the United States, and China is watching the FBI watch them. They know exactly who the FBI suspects. They know what evidence has been gathered. They know what investigations are getting close to paying out. It's like poker, but the opponent can see your hand and knows your tells and watches you shuffle the deck. For 4 years, they had a front row seat to our entire counterintelligence apparatus. This exploited something called CALEA or CALEA interfaces, the Communication Assistance for Law Enforcement Act. The same systems that were supposed to help us catch bad guys became the tools that let bad guys spy on us. And this is exactly why security researchers and privacy advocates have been screaming about encryption backdoors for decades. There is no such thing as a backdoor that only lets good guys use it. This is how technology works. And that's not how security works. You either have secure communications or you have insecure communications. There's no magic middle ground where only authorized people can break the encryption. That's a fantasy. And now we have 4 years of proof showing exactly what happens when you choose insecurity in the name of security. So next time a politician tells you we need backdoors and encryption for national security purposes, remember this story, folks. Remember that China used our own backdoors against us for 4 years. Remember that national security cuts both ways. So with that said, folks, that wraps up today's stories. This is Andy Thompson signing off.